episode in my core series. We're going to go ahead and get started. This is Effie. You may have met her in one of my previous episodes. She's my girl. And she's very protective, so she's going to be probably very involved in today's episode. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, yoga block is a good idea. I'm going to be using it a couple times in today's episode. You can place your hands underneath your rear end, and we're going to start with scissoring our legs 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg up and toe touches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing both legs up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And 2 more sets of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Legs flat on the ground, hands behind your head. Engage your glutes. Coming up for tie sit-ups, right leg to opposite knee, and that's 1. Left elbow to right knee, 2. We'll do 20 of these. 3, 4, all the way back. 5, 6, tuck your pelvis. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Laying back, moving forward on your mat. I always go backwards during those. And legs up in the air like an L. And we're just going to do some toe touches. Work on those upper abs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. And holding for 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. A little higher. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coming down slowly. Engage your core. Now grabbing your block or towel, place it between your inner thighs. And we're going to lay on our forearm and do side plank here. And then do some hip dips. So 1, 2, hand comes down as the hips come up. 3 for 20, 4, 5, keep your body in one line. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And slowly coming down, some side crunches, elbow to your hips, As you're coming down, again, you are keeping your body in one line versus your shoulders coming forward for 20. 1, 2, 3. Bring your knees in for a crunch. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Coming back up into your side plank. And if you're able, lift up that right leg and stretch. And then coming down again. And before we switch to the other side, I'm just gonna have you hold your legs up for Halasana or boat pose. Just for a few breaths. And switching to the right side. Or the other side, whichever side you didn't do last time. So coming up into side plank, again, make sure that your body is in alignment, in one plane, and then touch the mat with your hand, and then hips go down. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You're kind of twisting and then coming up in one plane, or in straight line. 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep your feet flexed. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, fingers spread, 18, 19, and 20. And slowly lowering down, hand behind your head, and crunches to the side. Left elbow to your hip as you bring your knees in and extend out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, on this side, back into side plank. Left arm over your head, lifting up your left leg and stretch. And breathe. Spreading out the fingers on the right hand and the left hand. And release back to center. And release the block. Laying on your back slowly. Bringing your legs up to a 90-degree angle. Wide leg. And we're going to do some big circles. Coming up and out and down to center. Protect that lower back if you need to sit on your hands, if that helps keep you stable. You can also have your hands out to the side. That's a little bit more of a challenge. You're keeping your lower back pressing on the floor the entire time. It's not lifting off the floor. If it is lifting off the floor, bend your knees. And that will help build up that core strength. And 3 more. 1, 2, and 3, and we'll switch directions for 10. 1, 2, 3. And if this isn't a challenge, try lifting your hands up off the floor a little bit. 4, 5, 6, but make sure that lower back is pressed against the floor. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your knees to your chest, rolling side to side, and rolling to your right or left side, and then rolling up, protecting that lower back. Grabbing your block again if you have one, but it's not essential. We're going to go into dolphin, which is basically down dog, but it's on your forearms. You're keeping your so they're not splaying out, they're shoulder width apart. Now you can stay here, or the advanced pose is to get the block in between your elbows and lift it about an inch. And I like the block because you can squeeze the block in between your inner elbows, inner forearms, and hold this. And if you don't have, and the block isn't necessary, you can also hold that pose without a block. It's just a lot harder. And we're going to hold this for a minute. If you're not able to hold the pose, you can also lower down onto your knees, or a lot of variations on this pose. If you can lift it even a half an inch, that is better, but you just want to be doing something in this pose. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. And again, if you wanna just do dolphin, where you're just doing the forearms on the floor, that is fine too. So we're starting in a minute. And engage the core, breathe. And you're also stretching the hamstrings, lowering those heels closer to the floor. We're at 30 seconds. Actually, I think that's going to be good for today. I think a minute was a little overzealous for that first one. Okay, and lower it down, remove the block, and we're going to finish up with a little bit of plank today. And we'll go ahead and get started. Lifting up out of the shoulders. That should be super easy after what we just did. And we're going to do this for 2 minutes. 2 minutes also should be easy. This is the third time we've done this, if not more, for most of you. You should be building up endurance. Breath is essential in this pose. Pushing back on the heels. We're coming up on a minute. And lifting up your right foot, stack it on top of your left heel. You should feel a nice stretch here. Keep that right hip down so everything is balanced. And it's a nice stretch on the right foot as well as stretching out that left calf. And then let's switch feet. And we've got about 20 seconds left. And 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, release the foot, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the pose, and we're done. Reverse prayer. And coming to the front of your mat and laying on your stomach, extend your right arm out and your shoulder is laying on your mat, and then just roll open to stretch out that shoulder. And if you want to grab your right arm with your left, you can do that to just open up here. This is a great shoulder opener, shoulder stretch. Since we're here anyway. And then other side, you're laying flat on your stomach. And then rolling to the side. And then grabbing your left hand with your right. And then opening, relaxing your neck. And you can also just keep your hips down or to add a little bit more to the stretch, you can open your hips. And then back to center. And coming up. And that concludes our class today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.